Welcome back to Power Breakfast on CNBC-TV18. And let's move on to some earnings. ICICI Bank reported its Q3 numbers over the weekend. We have Abhishek joining with us to tell us what the quarter looked like. What are we expecting in terms of a move today from ICICI Bank? Good morning, Abhishek.
Good morning, Vinny. So to begin with, it was a mixed set of numbers coming in from ICICI Bank. While business momentum is weakening, the steadiness in return ratios, especially the ROA, is a key positive. So what's worked for them is that the asset quality is one of the best in last 10 years or even more. Gross NPA ratio is at 1.96%. Core operating profit growth was more than 13% YoY, which is one of the best in last 5 quarters. And their operating efficiency continues to gain momentum. So cost to income ratio is at 8-quarter low. The steadiness in return ratios, that is ROA, is one of the key heartening points to see, while other peers like large caps, HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank and Axis Bank have seen decline in their return ratios or ROA, while ICICI Bank has been able to maintain it at steadiness of 2.4% plus minus 5 basis points. International net interest margin is at 4-quarter high. Now what's not worked is that the deposit growth has actually come down to 14%, one of the lowest in last 7 quarters, and loan growth at about 13.9% is one of the weakest in last 15 quarters. Retail loan growth is in single digit for the first time in last 9 quarters. Risk weight asset to advances ratio, that's at 18-quarter high of 118% versus 116% in the previous quarter. Quarterly slippages on account of agri portfolio as well is the highest in last 14 quarters, and domestic net interest margin as a resultant of high slippages is at 10-quarter low of 4.32 versus 4.34%. With reference to the PNL, the NII is below our poll while the PAT is ahead of our poll. Back to you.
Okay, Abhishek, thank you so much for that. And post the release of the results, the MD and CEO Sandeep Bakshi addressed the media and commented about ICICI Bank's continued focus on growing profits. Listen in.
The operating environment for the banking system continues to be dynamic based on evolving global and domestic economic factors. We would continue to monitor domestic inflation, liquidity, rates, and uncertainties in the global environment. At ICICI Bank, our strategic focus continues to be on growing profit before tax, excluding treasury, through the 360-degree customer-centric approach and by serving opportunities across ecosystems and micro markets.